Welcome to YouTube channel of Mahatma Gandhi Shikshan Sansthan. I am A.K. Jha, PGT Biology. Today I am going to explain the phylum Porifera and phylum Coelenterata. In previous class, we have already taught to you the phylum Chordata and their classification. Today I am going to explain the phylum Porifera and phylum Coelenterata one by one. First of all, phylum Porifera and their characteristics. Phylum Porifera is a single phylum of animal which have cellular level of organization. There are some common characteristics of phylum Porifera. The animals of phylum Porifera are commonly called sponges. They are mostly marine. Some are freshwater animals, mostly asymmetrical. That means body do not have any symmetry, cannot be divided into two equal halves by any plane. They are primitive, multicellular and have cellular level of organization. Most primitive multicellular animals are included in phylum Porifera and have cellular level of organization. They have a special water vascular system or canal system. Sponges have water vascular system or canal system. The water enters through minute pores present on the body, which are called ostia in the body wall, and water enters into a central cavity called a spongocoel, from where it comes out through osculum, or it is also called mouth. Through water, food materials enters into the body. They absorb minerals and other food materials present in the water, and excretory products also liberates in water. That means water vascular system works both for excretion as well as intake of food. Water enters through minute pores, ostia, into the body wall, into a central cavity, a spongocoel, from where it comes out through osculum. Digestion is intracellular. That means digestion of food occurs inside the cell. The digestion is intracellular. A skeleton is made up of either spicules or spongine fibers. They are bisexual animals, that is hermaphrodite. Both male sex organ and female sex organ found in a single animals. Sexual reproduction occurs by gamete formation and asexual reproduction by fragmentation. Asexual reproduction by fragmentation and sexual reproduction by gamete formation. Fertilization is external. That means gametes fuses outside the body in water, and development is indirect. That means they have also the larval stage. Larva modifies into adult. Example of the phylum Porifera are Cycon, Spongilla, etc. Once again, repeat the characteristics of phylum Porifera. They are commonly called sponges. They are mostly marine and mostly asymmetrical, primitive, multicellular, and have cellular level of organization. Sponges have a special water vascular system. Water enters through minute pores present in the body wall, which are called ostia, and from where it goes to the body cavity, which is called a spongocoel, and from where it comes out through osculum. Digestion is intracellular, that means digestion of food occurs inside the cell. A skeleton of body is made up of either spicules or spongin fibers. All animals are bisexual, that is both male and female sex organ found in a single animal. They are called hermaphrodite. Asexual reproduction by fragmentation. Fragmentation is a process of asexual reproduction in which body is broken into a number of small pieces. Each broken piece develops into a complete animal. This process is called fragmentation. And sexual reproduction by gamete formation. Both male gamete and female gametes are formed by single animals. And fertilization of male and female gamete occurs outside the body in water, that is fertilization is external and development is indirect. That is larval stage also present. Larva undergoes modification into adult. Example of phylum Porifera are Cycon, Spongilla. Now next phylum Coelenterata. What are the characteristics of phylum Coelenterata? The name Coelenterata is given by a body cavity which is called coelentron. It is aquatic, mostly marine, some sessile and free living, that means free swimming. Animals body is radially symmetrical, that means body can be divided into two equal halves by any of the radii. Body is radially symmetrical animal. Body cavity is coelentron. Body wall is made up of two layers. Outer layer is called epidermis or ectoderm and inner layer is called endodermis or gastroderm. Between these two cellular layers there is a non-cellular layer which is called mesoglia, which separates these two cellular layers, epidermis or ectoderm and inner gastrodermis or endoderm. A non-cellular layer present between these two cellular layers which is called mesoglia, which is viscous, semi-solid, gelatinous substance. Body cavity has only one opening called mouth through which food enters and undigested food liberates outside the body through this mouth. The body cavity has only one opening called mouth. Mouth is surrounded by several tentacles. Tentacles helps in locomotion and also for capturing food. Tentacles have stinging cells and they have nematoblast cells which has poison. It injects poison inside the prey and makes them inactive, then trapped through tentacles and drops it into mouth. Reproduction both asexual and sexual. Asexual reproduction by budding and sexual reproduction by gamete formation, gemule formation. They shows alternation of generation. One generation is sexually reproducing animal and sexually reproducing animal produce young one which are asexually reproducing animal. Now asexually reproducing animal reproduce asexually to produce sexually reproducing animal. Both stages are called polyp form and medusa form. Polyp is asexually reproducing phase and medusa is sexually reproducing phase. Polyp reproduce asexually to form medusa and medusa reproduce sexually to form polyp. This change in generation, that is asexual to sexual and sexual to asexual, is called alternation of generation. Alternation of generation is the characteristics of phylum Coelentera. In next class, we study the remaining phylums of animal kingdom.